Hey guys, Adam here with AmericanMuscle.com, and today we're taking a closer look at and of course installing the Axial Smoked Side Marker Lights available for the 08 to 14 Challenger. You should be checking these out for your Challenger if you're looking to ditch the factory OEM, very traditional look of the side marker lights, something that's really not attractive and not great for visibility, and you want to switch it out with something that's smoked, stealthy, and a lot more aggressive. Now the big key thing here for these Axial smoked lights are the LED change-up. The 08 to 14s aren't using a very bright and attractive LED, not LEDs at all as a matter of fact. Those factory lights only use a very small hot spot, as it's known as, that doesn't really look all that great. Now this particular light from Axial uses a longer strip of an LED light that goes from corner to corner to add a lot more visibility, and it's overall just going to be a lot brighter and more attractive. Now this guy uses a smoked polycarbonate lens, same kind of lens as your factory component, but of course darker, and it's using the same OEM quality plastic for the housing itself. Now this is going to be of course waterproof, and it's sealed so no dirt and dust get into it to harm any of the lighting components. Now it's going to use a plug and play connection here, so all you have to do is pop out the factory housing, which is very simple. All it takes is a panel removal tool, but I'll get to that in just a second. From there you'll just remove the factory bulb and plug in the LED connector. It's as simple as that. It's not going to require any modification, and the plug and play makes it a 10-minute install. A panel removal tool is definitely something I recommend using here, something that isn't metal. You don't want to scratch your paint because you will be getting in close contact with the edging there that is your factory paint color. You can pick up those tools from your local auto parts store, and if you're looking to pick this up for your own Challenger, it comes in right around 70 bucks for all four. It takes care of the two at the rear and the two at the front. Now the two at the front, as you know, are amber, the two at the rear are red, so they do come in those matching colors to make sure it abides by the OEM specs. With that said, it'll take you about 15 minutes from start to finish to tackle all of them. I'll walk you through the process here on our driver's side. What do you say we get started? The only tool needed for this install is going to be a panel removal tool. All right, first step here, we're going to start at our driver's side front. I have my panel removal tool. We're going to pop out the factory marker light here, and there are no bolts, no screws, nothing like that. Just grab a panel tool like this, something plastic that won't scratch your paint, and you're just going to pry this guy off. There's one clip here toward the tire side, so we're going to pull from the top out like that, and it unclips. From there, you can pull it straight back, twist the bulb out, and disconnect. Taking a quick look here at your factory component versus your Axial smoked option, you can see the biggest change is going to come with the appearance of the housing here. Now the front of your Challenger uses amber markers and the rear uses red, so I'm sure you know that. The front amber, rear is going to match the taillights. Now this uses that factory bulb there, which is not going to be attractive. It's also not going to be very good for visibility. So upgrading to your LED strip here not only is going to make the light go from this corner section to the longer section, but it's also going to use an LED technology that's brighter, more attractive, and better for visibility. Now this guy does use a smoked polycarbonate lens, which gives you that stealthier look at the front. One thing I like about this personally is that the front and rear, even though it's amber and red, actually match with the Axial light when the lights are off. It's not until the lights turn on that you can actually see the amber and red change. Now in order to install this, you're just going to pop out the factory bulb from the socket, plug in the LED connector, so it is that plug and play finish, and then you're going to snap it right back in place. You can see the build here for the connector and the housing are pretty much identical, so it'll be an OEM fit. All right, this next step's pretty simple. The wiring doesn't come out very far, so you're just going to pinch and carefully remove that bulb and set it aside. Now what you can do is take your new LED light and plug it in. When you plug it in, you want to make sure that the black wiring is matching up with the black wiring side on the connector. So the ground goes to the ground and the power goes to the power. Once you have that plugged in, make sure it's seated all the way in there and you hear that click. Feed that wiring back in and snap it into place. Just like that. Now you can repeat this for the rear. Same thing for the rear. Grab a panel tool from the top, pry outward. That'll disconnect, twist, and you can set this aside. And at the same time, I'm just going to pull that bulb out. All right, just taking a quick look at these, pretty much the same case as the front, but in red. The rear is a little bit longer. It's going to use the same smoked housing, so it matches the front, and it uses the same plug and play technology, except the LED strip going through the middle is going to be red, as it should be for the rear. So I'm going to put that guy down and plug it back in. Again, you want to make sure when you're plugging this guy in that your black wire is on the same side as the black wire from the factory, and your white wire is going to be your power, so matching that red wire. So this is going to seat in there and snap right into place. Now you can repeat this process for the opposite side of the vehicle. That's going to wrap up my review and install for the Axial Side Smoked Marker Lights available for the 08 to 14 Challenger. And again, if you want to pick this up, you can do so for your own Challenger right here at AmericanMuscle.com.